welcome back to the next Project Bimmer video. Now if you remember in the last video I was going to fit this, my exhaust bracket and the thermostat. So the objective of this video is to fit both these parts. So let's get cracking. So I'm going to start off with the thermostat, and to make access a bit easier I need to take out these plastic rivets, and then I can get the fan cowl off. I had a go at this yesterday when I did the last video, so it's just a matter of pushing these out. Okay, I've got the plastic rivets out, so this just lifts it, pull it back and lift it up, and we've got access to the thermostat. Hope you can see that from here. I might have to move this, because in the last video the camera angle wasn't so great. Anyway, I think I'll put you in a different place and you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, I've got you guys set up in a better place now. The thermostat is here. It's held on by three 10mm bolts. I'll need to undo this bottom hose. I've got a container in to catch the coolant. It's going to come out. I don't want to get it all over the garage floor if I can help it. First thing I do is undo this hose. I use a flat bladed screwdriver, I think. I'm not sure what size, it looks like 6 or 7mm. And so undo that clip and just gingerly pull this hose off. Oh, I've just broken the thermostat housing, which isn't a problem. Now we're being careful as well. So that, fortunately, that's not a problem. Just getting this. So I'll worry about that a bit later on. First bolt out. Could do with getting this fan off, which might be a bit difficult. And I've just come across another problem. The bolt is sheared off. I end up taking the fan off. It makes the job 10 times easier. Now I can get to my bolts a lot better. And it's finally out. Okay, I've got my new thermostat ready to go in. I've just noticed that's still stuck in, so that's not going to happen. I need to get that bit of a, and recall it. It's like a rolled pin. Better get that out before I fit the thermostat. Well, that's the bit. I managed to get it out with some pliers. Actually, you see these there, part of the thermostat out, and so it got left behind when I pulled the thermostat off. Anyway, time to put this on. There's still a bit of that bolt. I can't get that out, so I'm just hoping it should be alright with 2 bolts on it. And just to prevent a future reoccurrence, I'm going to spray some white grease down here. It's not going to rust again. There's a gasket on there anyway, so I'm sure 2 bolts should secure it. And the air ratchet will make short work of it. Let's get them started. Compressor stopped, I can carry on. That should do it. I guess hose back on. And somewhere down here is the clip. So let's see what size it is. I'm going to say 7mm and wrong. So we'll go for 6. No, it's not 6, we'll go for 6.5. That should do it. I'll just move you around. I need to fill up the cooling system to replace that lost water. So I'll fit the radiator cap. Got my ready mixed coolant here. I've got this from Euro Car Parts. I'll put a link in the description. I managed to get it for $7.98 for 5 litres. Ready mixed coolant, so it's just a case of tipping it straight in. Right, I'll get the car started. I'll need to open garage doors. So I'll poison myself with carbon monoxide fumes. And I need to undo this bleed screw. the air out. I have started it without the fan, but that don't matter. We've only run it long enough to get the air out of the system. So we'll just keep having coolant. Right, well, it looks like I've bled all the air out. Just put the lead screw back in. And turn off the engine and get everything buttoned up. Okay, we're all buttoned up and I've run it for a few minutes. It's managed to get up to temperature quite quickly, so I'm quite pleased with that, and I'm also pleased to say there's no leaks, even though it's held on with 2 bolts. They're still they're stood from the bolt, so it's all located in place. So I'll give it a bit of road test, just make sure it doesn't overheat or anything, and then we'll move on to the next job. Right, that's that rubber mount off. And when I undo this clamp, this exhaust should just come down. It just needs 13mm socket. I've got my extensions. And that should give me room to swap out this bracket, because if I didn't take rubber off it wouldn't go down as far. And sorry about the terrible lighting, I don't know if you can see it there. There's that bracket where it's sheared off. So I'll get this exhaust supported. I've got a jack here, so I can't use the trolley jack, so I'll just stick something under just to stop it from moving, but I've got room to work now. Okay, I don't know if you can see this too well. I'm going to support the rear section of exhaust with this bottle jack. Let's have a look. Now this should be held on by 13mm bolt. No, that looks seriously rusted. I think it's 13mm because parts catalogue says it's an M8 thread. Might be wrong here. And it's off. Took some doing, but I got there in the end. Okay, I've got it clamped in the vise, and I've sprayed it with some of the penetrating fluid, so 30mm ball and my 13mm ratchet. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting it to put up a fight, but there you go. That was really easy. Just goes to show the simple tools make the job 10 times easier. So that's the old bracket off. And the spanner stuck in the bolt, but we won't worry about that. There's my new one. I did put a link from Euro Car Parts in the previous video, part 7. And it just goes back on the same way it came off. I probably won't need the vise for this one, just tighten it up. Right, ready to go back on. Before I do that, where my white grease is, give this all a good spray of white grease, and on here as well. And then should it ever need to come off again in the future, it's not going to rust. Right, well, I'm not going to film putting it back on car, it's just the same way it came off. I'll come, I'll put the camera back on when I'm all buttoned up. Well, that's it for this video. I forgot to mention the road test was a success, and the heaters are really nice and toasty, and it's staying on the halfway level. So I did need to top it up once I got rest of air out. So that's all done, and the exhaust bracket, that's all buttoned up, and I've sprayed all those nuts and bolts with white grease. So if it ever needs to come off again, it should come off without any problems. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Questions and comments, you know where to put them. And as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.